A Pilates instructor is currently under fire for some comments she made concerning Pilates being a luxury and them needing to uphold the legacy. Let's get into it.
Pilates abs and core series. I'm shaking, y'all, shaking like a stripper too. That leg up to the ceiling. Y'all, my abs are already on fire. Ooh, don't crash land like me. Smooth down, baby. Big counter stretch.
This looks very low budget to me. The leafy wall is the luxury, y'all. If I wanted a flower wall and neon lights, I would have went to any building in Atlanta. Where's the luxury? If I'm paying $2K for classes, I better not see a fake flower wall and neon light. This is luxury, laugh out loud. This isn't giving Bottega. They're being petty in their comments due to this video.
This is going to be an extremely hot take for my Pilates girls. I've seen a lot of commentary surrounding Pilates and proximity to whiteness, as well as disrupting the Pilates space in order to create more diversity and inclusivity. As someone whose entire business, purpose of my business, my brand goals is about providing accessible and affordable Pilates to a diverse demographic of women. That is what I started all of this on, so let's talk about it. What are some words that you think about when you think of like a really nice designer brand? I think of legacy, think about craftsmanship. I know a lot of the products are probably like handmade. People check them over and over again to make sure the quality is there, okay? The design is there, and that's why we pay top dollar, we pay our top coins for these designer items, right? Like you would never walk into Bottega and be like, where's the diversity? Where's the accessibility? Babe, there is no accessibility. This is Bottega, okay? I want you to think the same way about Pilates. And I know a lot of us who've just gotten into this, or maybe we're new instructors, we haven't been trained. Pilates is a legacy, okay? People have worked generations to preserve this method of exercise. To even just training an instructor classically through a good program takes 500 hours minimum, okay? Nothing about Pilates is giving cheap. That's why things like Legree and Solid Core are more successful, right? They took away a little bit of the craftsmanship of the reformer and turned it into a megaformer. Now I are a little bit less experience in training out of instructors. That's okay because now more people can do it, all right? And just to be clear, I am all for the accessibility of Pilates. But I do want some of the Pilates newbies to think a little bit more critically before we come on here talking about, oh, okay.
Who is we? I'm still stuck on the disrupting Pilates spaces. That translated to me is y'all letting all of these thugs in. You got to stop. What are they doing in this space? How dare you? This is supposed to be exclusivity, and this is not what it breeds. What are they doing here? And it's not supposed to be accessible to everyone. How dare you? Ma'am, you barely up in there. And she talked about the proximity to whiteness. It was popular in white America. You would see all the it girls attending Pilates classes. And you're seeing a little bit more of a diverse class where you're seeing people that are coming in that are of all weights. You're seeing Black Pilates instructors. You're just seeing diversity all around. And I think that bothers a few people because this was something that you weren't supposed to have access to in their mind. This is an exercise, by the way. And I believe it was created by someone that was in prison at that time. How are you saying that you wanted to make Pilates more affordable and more diverse, but then also saying, it's not meant to be diverse? Like, am I supposed to give you a pat on the back? No, I don't care if you have to do 500 hours to become a Pilates instructor. So what? When y'all talk about these luxury brands, y'all don't ever go back to how these brands were started. Louis Vuitton, I believe he was a homeless teenager and he had to work his way up. He had to go intern and learn how to sew. And he finally got his big break when he created luggage for, I could be wrong, but I believe it was for a monarch at the time. And that's where he got his name out there. I looked at her page and she seems to have a Black audience base. And I believe that she wants to diversify. She wants to cater to the white community because she believes that there's more dollars within that demographic for her. And she does not believe her current audience base and I could be wrong, is willing to pay the amount of money that she wants for her course. You talking all about this, you think luxury, you think accessibility. Okay, show me your clientele, show me what you've built, and show me what you've done that I should be paying you thousands of dollars for your course. Show me. I'll wait. Y'all be talking this crap, but y'all ain't got no high-end client. Your studio ain't high-end, but you want to command top dollar. Where are you located? What differentiates you from other Pilates instructors? Since you want to preserve the legacy, huh? You got a whole cat in the video, and I can't stand cats. Shout outs to you, Milo, though. I want to make it more accessible. No, you don't. You like operating in that white space. You don't like people in your space that you may consider ghetto or seem as if they do not belong. A few months ago, I did a video on a yoga instructor or a person that was taking a yoga class that didn't feel like overweight people should be taking Pilates. They have the same mindset. Or she could have made this video when she told somebody her prices for her private class or whatever, and they looked at her upside her head like she was crazy and told her, oh, I'm not paying that. But to me, it really boils down to she wants a white audience base. Like, yeah, I look like you, but I ain't you. You can be like, no, she not like that. Okay. And she done ticked off a lot of people that supported her, that had added her videos to their Pilates workouts at home. Pilates by Raven, Mean Girl to Influencer Pipeline.
The Raven Pilates chick, her take is very much in line with the Mean Girl to Fitness Influencer Pipeline. Not all, but definitely a good portion. She and that other lady, remember not too long ago, who said that plus size people should not be teaching Pilates, even though all bodies are valid in fitness and health and wellness spaces. I felt like people were on her side because of Love is Blind, and thus she grew her following because she had the visibility of being on a mega platform like Netflix. But Pilates was literally created in prison. So accessibility, affordability is there. We should not be gatekeeping freaking fitness and exercise. We all have to live in our bodies and make them mobile and flexible and prevent injury so we can age better and more gracefully. That take she had was garbaggio. She has yet to take it down or expound upon it or make a second video or follow up. She's not even in her comment section. Just mess.
She don't feel like she owe you an explanation, ma'am. I don't understand. Y'all get on this app and y'all really be thinking some of these people be caring about y'all. Y'all don't, because y'all don't affect their pocket. She is trying to shift her demographic. That is all this is giving. As far as just like workouts and stuff like that, I think if you like something, do it. I don't know what the workouts where they be dancing and on the box and stuff. I love seeing other black people just work out with the classes with them dancing and stuff, and they have people in there of all ages. I just think that you have to find somebody that suits you and that is giving you what you want. As far as Raven, that's how she feels. That's exactly how she's giving it up. And it's up to you to decide whether or not you're going to mess with her. When somebody shows you who they are the first time, believe them. She finally deleted the video. Do I think that her opinion has changed on that? No.
I think my biggest pet peeve is that y'all will come onto this internet and say anything. You're a whole Pilates instructor, and yet you're confused as to why people are sitting here and saying that Pilates is a social to white proximity. The history behind Joseph Pilates was a German man who was in prison and formed it for the mobility to help the injured soldiers in World War I. And then had Stanford Grant, who is a movement artist that changed the game of Pilates, also a choreographer, a black woman, and is one of the only two people who got certified by Pilates himself. And yet they still gatekept certification, made it expensive, put it only in white neighborhoods. And the social construct of Pilates is thin, wealthy white women. And your caption says Pilates never gave cheap. It's a workout. It should be accessible to anybody who needs it. Y'all be missing the plot. Like, what?
And I didn't even know that. So you learn something new every day. And shout outs to that black woman that was the first one to get certified by Pilates. And I like to learn about the history behind this stuff because sometimes you miss the plot. I think I did Pilates one time and it was hard. Just like I did yoga one time. Hot yoga at that. Was up in there sweating. This dude rolled up in there. He had a lead. I'm looking at him like, you about to teach me Pilates? Man, that dude gave me a workout. Then I had to sit there because start praying at the end. And I sit up there closing my eyes, praying to God. Praying to God this man wasn't putting no curse on me. I was like, if you get me out of this, I won't ever. No.
These designer items.
So yesterday I watched that video too, and when I first watched that video as a wellness studio owner and a cafe owner, I was pissed the F off for a lot of different reasons. And I'm gonna jump into the reasons why I'm so pissed off. Number one, the first reason I'm pissed off is because Pilates was started in a jail cell. In a jail cell. That's number one, okay? So for people wanting to tell you that Pilates is this luxury thing and it's this and it's that, that's bullshit. It ain't true. It ain't true. It ain't true. And then a black woman brought it over here to the United States and perfected it. Pilates is ours. Pilates is ours. So the fact that people are trying to rebrand it to this thing that excludes us is kind of crazy because it is us, okay? That's number one. Number two, I think what Raven is what she's really trying to do is justify her pricing as a way to put herself up. Because unfortunately, babe, I didn't think about this about you before, but I do think about you in this complex now. I think you're elitist and I think you're classes, and I think that you definitely showed yourself in that video. And if that's not who you are, then you probably need to clarify yourself, because you do not make Pilates affordable for diverse audiences. That is not your brand. That is not your mission. And I know that for a fact because I actually tried to hire you for a Pilates class that I had a few months back that went viral. We actually sought you out and tried to hire you to do a free community event because you were new to the city of Philadelphia. And I wanted to offer Pilates free for black women in our community. So
Raven wants $3,500. Well, that was a good idea. Just got a reply back. They said her rate is $3,500. They said the 500 is nowhere in the ballpark. I hate when the teams do the most. 500 is nowhere in the ballpark. Pee me off a little bit, girl. Who you telling? So I would have said who? Girl, I'm gonna need you to come back down to reality. I guess I see you next lifetime. And you know what that mean? Never. Because ain't no other lifetime. You got one life. Girl. Pilates who? Pilates by Amanda. That's what y'all would have been gotten at that free event. I would have went ahead and put on one of her YouTube videos. Y'all bring out y'all mats. Get on the grass. We got some Raven. There you go. For free. Multiple videos. But also, if that's what she charged, that's her rate. Y'all wanted to offer the classes for free. She ain't want to offer the classes for free. Y'all was willing to pay $500. She was like, nope. Go ahead and up that by a good $3,000. She ain't trying to come to y'all communities. I told y'all where she want to be at.
Sought you out. And your price quote was $3,500 for one class, free for the community. Only 20 people. And you were trying to charge us $3,500 for a class. I don't know who you thought you were to even try to charge $3,500 for a class, but I thought it was bananas. And I even said, hey, we're a nonprofit. You sure it's $3,500? And your representative said, yeah.
It don't matter if you a nonprofit or not. Y'all still gotta pay y'all price. It'll be cool if she was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this for a tax write-off, but I also think that y'all gotta be so freaking for real as well, because just because you a nonprofit don't make her one. Her bills gotta get paid. And I like your hair because they are bringing back that style.
So your whole thing of oh, this is your mission, that is completely untrue. That's completely untrue. Completely. Okay? But even going back to the grand sentiment about Pilates and it being this luxury thing and you should be paying a high price point, you should not. Pilates is also calisthenics, however you pronounce it, but basically it's movement with your full body. You're typically not using equipment with Pilates, mat Pilates in general. Solid core is really not Pilates, that's strength training with some elements of Pilates embedded. That's what a lot of people get confused. So a lot of people think solid core is Pilates, is not, okay? It has Pilates
calisthenics
infused, but it's really strength training, okay? Pilates is typically calisthenics, where you're working independently with your own body in a mat on the floor. What about that is luxury? Everything built around it, the auxiliary pieces should be luxury. Your instructor should be high quality, yes. The space that you're in should be high quality, right? Yes. The instruction should be high quality, yes. But none of that means that you are paying Bottega prices for a class. And you did try to charge Bottega prices for a class. You tried charging $3,500. My Bottega bags that I have at home, the few that I do have, none of them actually even amounted to $3,500, actually. I think the most expensive bag I have from Bottega is $2,700, and the most expensive piece of shoe I have from Bottega is $1,525. And they're the gold sandals. So
you ain't really rocking Bottega like that, then. See, they ain't bring out the exclusive book for you, girl. Cause I got y'all thought I was about to go here and say, man, I got $3,500 Bottega bag right now and pull it out. I wish I would. I don't even like purses like that. And even if I had $3,500 to be splurging on a bag, it dang sure wouldn't be going to no dang on Bottega. Wouldn't be going out of them luxury brands. Forget y'all. Going right to my bank account. My fault. If Bottega, y'all want to sponsor one of these videos, I love y'all.
you were trying to go well above Bottega, babe. And what you just said in that video was some, and I wouldn't even have spilled the beans on that until you just tried in the city of Philadelphia. And that's another thing too. People don't be from here and they don't do a business plan. They have no business plan. Their business plan is TikTok. Their business plan is coming on here talking to y'all and hoping that sells something, hoping that does something. It's not a business plan. It's a part of a business plan, but that's not your business plan. People come to Philadelphia, they don't know the city, they don't know their market. You cannot come into the city of Philadelphia and start telling us as Black women or people from the city of Philadelphia that this is what things should be.
I don't think y'all the demographic that she want. I keep saying that, and I know y'all, the Black people she's targeting is not you. You a little bit more down to earth. She want the type of Black that rhymes with raccoon. She wants the Black that be like, yeah, but I'm not that type of Black. That's the Black she want. If that makes sense. The people that you have access to in a community, that's not who she's targeting. As to why she moved to Philadelphia is beyond me. She gives off like a Craigslist Hillary Banks. So LA most definitely. That I think would kind of be like her vibe in the ritzy part of New York. So maybe Soho, Manhattan, that type of vibe. That's where she would like really thrive based on just some of her video.
Know your market. Do a market analysis of the city of Philadelphia. Understand the key players. Understand the market rate. Understand who's going to pay for what, who's not going to pay for what, and where you need to go, and how you need to market yourself, and how you need to network, and how you need to fit in where you get in. But I think all the alienation that you're doing online to your core demographic is not going to help you out, sis. It's really not going to help you out. And I don't think you understand your positionality. You also are a racially ambiguous Black woman. Again, you're in the city of Philadelphia where most of us look Black, act Black, talk Black, we walk Black. This is a Black city. So you got a little bit more grind and hustle that you need to do to make a footing here.
She knows who her core demographic is. That is why she used buzzwords in her TikTok video, because she's trying to get a different demographic.
Especially you want to do with Black women from the city of Philadelphia. That's all I'm saying. And I think getting on the internet, alienating your key demographic, it ain't a good business model. Sister to sister. And I actually liked you on Love is Blind, whatever show you was on. I think I seen you on like 2 or 3 episodes. I didn't know you did Pilates until I was planning that Pilates event, and
I started doing Pilates at home because it's genuinely challenged me mentally and physically.
We were all rooting for you. I was rooting for you. Do you not see I know y'all have seen my playlist of my YouTube Pilates workouts. Tagged her 1,000 times. So seeing what she said, and also what did she say? You know, what are you even talking about? Because as a girl that's fat and Black, I belong in the space to be able to work out, to move my body. Moving my body is a luxury, truly. Like, I give so much gratitude every single day to be able-bodied. You know what I mean? Like, that's a real luxury to me. I don't understand what was said, like just loud and wrong and dismissive.
Shout outs to you. That is facts, and a lot of people don't think of that. Me personally, like, I had to look at my uncle, who's having a difficult time right now, and it's like losing his ability to be able to walk. Seeing it reinforced to me that you don't realize how blessed you are to be able to have mobility in all of your limbs, to be able to talk, to be able to see, to be able to breathe on your own. That is a blessing in itself. Like, just to be thankful about the small stuff. Because it's people that wish they had your ability, or they still was able to do the things that they used to do.
Disheartening. I just posted a video telling y'all to, like, run it up and go do her videos. I just duetted it. We were all rooting for you in my Tyra Banks voice. And there's other... Oh, my plant is dying. Oh, my God. And there's other creators to follow. But you know what the real truth is?
She said, I don't mind Issa Welly's workouts on YouTube, but it's not my favorite channel. Drop your faves in the comment.
But it really is the motivation that I needed to stop playing and get that scholarship and learn to do this and practice this and create that space that we want and we need to be fat and black and take up space in this fitness world. You know what I'm saying? And then to be able to share it with women and people and those that just want to move their bodies for their mental health. That's why I work out. Because these things are, the brain is like, blah, 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 blah. So moving my body makes me feel better. That's a luxury. You know what I'm saying? And then to be able to share that with some other people that just want to feel good and just want to just wake up and move their body. Or move it before you go to bed, or move it in the middle of the day. You know what I mean? Or to be able to share it with a group home for girls and boys that just don't have the accessibility to go to a $30, $40 class. But I can show up, you know, and have a free class.
It wasn't disappointing to me because I don't follow her or watch her content. As a black woman, when you see other black people operating in a space, you want to support them. You watch their videos and you want to be able to relate to them. And so sometimes when people open up their mouths and they say certain things and they reveal something about their character, it turns you off. And you're just like, oh, I'm side-eyeing you. And so that is more so where her disappointment comes from. But I do think that there are other black Pilates instructors that are putting their videos out on YouTube that you probably could find. I think it's really important that when you are building your audience base and people come to watch your videos, that you show love to those people that are really rocking with you. And for all of my subscribers, even the ghost subscribers, I love and I appreciate all of you that support my channel. I'm gonna say it louder for the people in the back that's about to have comprehension issues. I love and I appreciate everybody that support my channel. To have people from other countries watching my content, it touches my heart. It makes me smile. But it's something special to see people that look like me in my comment section showing me love. People from my culture that get it, that get certain jokes, get certain nuances, and understand it off the rip. What's understood don't have to be explained. And I just want to tell y'all that I love y'all and I appreciate y'all supporting my channel. Black support is undervalued. A lot of times people use the black community to build up their following and then drop them. And the grass is not always greener on the other side. You got to go visit some of these other communities and go look at some of their top content creators and see how they be giving it up in the comment section. They be just as ruthless, if not more. And I think that she had an opportunity to take advantage of that space and really build into it. And the audience base that she wanted would have came eventually.
There's a lady who's trying to gentrify Pilates because she just made a video saying that Pilates should be thought of as like a designer brand, and therefore it's okay that it's not as diverse or accessible for people. And I'm gonna tag her down below, but she's since deleted the video, but she's still getting a bunch of backlash, and rightfully so, because also in that video, she said that Pilates is a legacy and that, you know, it adds to it. Like, how out of touch can someone be? Pilates, you can do anywhere. You can do it at home, in a studio, you can do it outside, in a park, inside, you can do it anywhere. do you mean you're trying to, make it exclusive and undiverse? Like, genuinely, who does she think she is? And, like, to make things even more ironic, her whole entire account message is supposed to be making Pilates more accessible. Honestly, I just have to laugh at her fucking account because she's a joke. Like, to think that Pilates, out of all things, you're choosing Pilates to make this, like, designer type thing. You think it's, like, meant for these people up here and everybody else is supposed to be down here? Like, that's funny. Since then, she made, like, an apology video and she was like, oh, but in hindsight, like, I understand what I was saying. Miss me with that. Right, you knew exactly what you were saying. You watched it over and you posted about it. All right, so I don't want to hear this excuse.
And we have to stop pretending like the exclusivity that she's referring to in Pilates doesn't exist. Mat Pilates is the most accessible and it is the cheapest to get certified for. But exclusivity shows up in subtle ways, like the equipment, upper tier Pilates, the reformer, the ladder barrel. Those things can become very expensive. And I think that is where it shows up in the classes for those type of things. People are gatekeeping you getting certified. And it's expensive. It can range anywhere between $500 to $8,000, if not more, depending on what type of certification you want. And that's crazy work to me.
Pilates by Raven has always been a hoot. To me, she's always been a hoot because we met her through Love is Blind, right? And I remember Barstool, like, talking to her about something deep, something heavy, something serious, something that required a bit of like a connection. And she was like doing Pilates while he was having this conversation with her. Like, and it's like, oh, you're not serious, right? So when I see that she's trying to like compare Pilates, a form of exercise, to Bottega, because I don't know, maybe she just wants to find ways to continue to align herself with white supremacy, I'm not surprised, right? It's not surprising to me that she would be like, trying to be the forefather of like gentrifying exercise. Like, I don't know, there's something so like, you're a hoot. Like, something about that just gives me, girl, you are a hoot. Like, I don't know if y'all have seen the other Pilates instructor say that she tried to like hire her for a class and she was charging $3 for a community-centered event, an event that was going to be free, an event that was going to be 20 people doing Pilates. And she said, yeah, I'm $3,500 for the coach. Sister, she's a hoot. I'm sorry. Like, this is not surprising to me. That to me feels like the behavior of somebody who would be literally exercising in the middle of somebody being like, I lost something once.
I told y'all what it was at the beginning of the video. She's trying to switch her demographic. She's like, yeah, I'm black, but I'm not that type of black. And what's crazy about like the Bottega and things of that nature, they don't want you wearing their stuff either. When they thought of luxury, they wasn't thinking of you. Like, a lot of people don't really understand that. They have exclusivity for a reason. They pricing them bags at $3,000, $90,000, $30,000. You know why they put it out of your price range? Because they don't want you wearing it. But somehow, y'all brokies keep finding ways to buy their product. And they like, God don't it? You going into debt to rock my purse? I don't want to be associated with you. How dare you? He's looking at y'all like, I can feel the cheapness rolling off of you. Hermes. No, it's Hermes. Hermes, dear. Hermes. Oh, you're coming to buy some shades? Oh. That'd be $300. They know y'all broke when y'all walk up into their store. Some of y'all just done fell for the delusion. They like you knowing they name. They an aspiration brand for a reason. So you could aspire to have. They don't plan on you having it. Ferrari got a whole bunch of applications right now. People trying to get their car and stuff. You got to go through a whole checklist for a car that's going to break down on you. They don't want you in a class. Raven, if you could luxury, you would luxury. Show me you teaching at one of them upper class gyms. I'm telling y'all, these people be scamming y'all. They don't be scamming the people that actually got the money. Because she don't have the connects to get the clients she want. She a luxury for y'all. She ain't a luxury for them. My Pilates instructor taught Pilates on the top of Mount Everest. Oh, yours teaching behind a green piece of grass. What the heck is this? The ghetto.
The issue with Pilates Body Raven is that she fully said everything that she believed to be true. She honestly sat here and tried to convince us that Pilates is not supposed to be diverse because, statistically speaking, people of color really don't gravitate towards Pilates. We'll probably get the Planet Fitness membership for $5 or $10 a month. So inevitably, we can't really afford alternative options of working out that are pretty much geared to higher scale working class people. And the issue with that is that with Pilates body rape, I watched her whole season Love is Blind, right? I think she's season 5. She's season 5, and we honestly like looking at her like, and she's saying how her mom is white and her dad is, and she looks kind of like a certain type of way. We thought that she would be the worst person on earth. We did. Like actively, like if you were there when you were watching her series and you were on Twitter, you were on Instagram, you were on TikTok, we all thought she was gonna be who we thought she looked like to be, right? But she ended up being really, really sweet, and then she had her heart broken by SK, and he literally like cheated on her before the altar. So like she didn't even get married or nothing like that. She did take him back, but then it come to find out that he had another person that he was literally dating at the same time that they were dating. So we gave her a lot of sympathy for that, right? But then you have all this good PR. It's been a few years since you've been on the season, and you come on this TikTok app and you talk about some classism and why people of lower class shouldn't really be geared towards going to Pilates because we can't really afford it or something like that. That makes no sense. We already gave you a pass, thought you were a nice person. Now I come to find out you're not a nice person. And then she tried to delete the video, and it's mad people who already screen recorded it. I'm just like, when people get a platform, why do you just say anything you think you can say? Like, I don't know why we missed like the cognitive thinking of like really just understanding that you just can't say things that are going to be offensive to some people. If it's going to offend one person, you might as well not say it. Like really speaking from a PR standpoint, right? That's what we're talking about. From a PR standpoint, why would you say that not everybody's meant to go to Pilates? It's like how the woman got on TikTok and she had her whole class shut down, and she was like, well, bigger people shouldn't really be at Pilates. You should be at the gym first.
Ma'am, PR, that's a dog whistle. And I need certain black people. You need to process it for what it is. And stop making excuses and acting all shocked that this individual said that. Some of y'all be falling in love with these people because of colorism. Y'all be giving them passes. I hate to say it. Amanda, you and her the same skin tone, are we? Stop expecting so much from certain people. Y'all feed into, that's just like the Travis Kelce situation, right? He was dating black women for years, and then he gets with Taylor Swift and he proposes to her. And I see these think pieces online about, oh, you know, he used to date black people, now he used us to hype him up, and now he goes and he married and he's engaged to Taylor Swift. That is not uncommon. Y'all gotta stop inviting people to the cookouts all the time. Y'all gotta live in reality. Some men, they date outside of their race all day and all night and go play, date you, whatever. But when it comes down to marriage, they're going to marry somebody in their race because that is what they were raised to do. They might like you, they might be attracted to you, but when it comes to them getting married and having children, they're going back to their race. I'ma need y'all to stop falling for this crap. And I said what I said, and I mean exactly what I said. Y'all get bamboozled.
What? That makes no sense. That makes no sense. She's trying to delete the message out of everyone's head, and she issued an apology video, but it was just like not sincere at all. Like she tried to do the whole organic PR thing, and it was just not working. Like not working. And it's like, you were doing so well. We gave you so much sympathy off the Netflix show. We thought you were a terrible person. You turned out to be a really good person. Just to come to find out that you don't think Pilates is really diverse or shouldn't be diverse because only a certain group of people can really afford to do it. So yeah, and then somebody doxed her and said he has classes in Philly, Jersey City, and New York, and that she lives in Philly. So now people in Philly are trying to boycott her classes. And all this could have been avoided if you just had a better mindset.
I have an opinion on it, on Raven's hot take about Pilates. I literally just got done teaching Pilates. I am a newer instructor who went through a 500-hour training program. So I am fully certified in both mat and reformer Pilates. And it is a little disappointing to hear Raven speak in this manner of accessibility, identifying Pilates as a legacy. And I can understand, as someone who introduced me to Pilates through mat Pilates, and then I tried reformer, and then I was like, oh, I really, and here we are. As someone who doesn't fit the mold of a Pilates hottie, I'm not rich, I'm not thin. In fact, I had to work my ass off, clean toilets, scrub reformers, mop the floors, get played multiple times. I had to have one of my really good friends who's like a phenomenal instructor vouched for me that I should even be in the program. I had to watch them offer it to other people who fit the mold of Pilates, and I literally had to work my ass off to even be in this position. So to have someone come on here who like fits the mode and all the different things is kind of like be like, her whole platform is about accessibility. And so to hear her say like it's about legacy and like naming name brands and all that, I think we're so far from removed from controlology, which is what Joseph Pilates called it to begin with. He never called it Pilates, so it was always called controlology, and he created it out of his experiences as an extremely sick child, as his experience literally being in like prison within the army trying to heal soldiers who were wounded. A lot of other influencers have stated that like he wouldn't be rolling over in his grave, and really he would. Like Joseph would not be here for this because his whole intentionality was to heal the body, and it wasn't for skinny white women to gatekeep it and to think that they were superior or better than anybody else. And as someone who doesn't fit the mold, and I am teaching Pilates, that was something that I really kind of had to fight against, because it was like, oh, you don't look like a Pilates instructor. You know, like I don't come from a socioeconomic background. Like even now I have to work so hard, and I'm still like barely making it, and I'm not thin. I'm over 200 pounds, and you got to deal with like people who have body, you know, dealing with those issues. Fat phobia, that's the word I'm looking for. Then on top of that, I'm black, so I don't fit the socioeconomic. I'm fat and I'm black, and I'm a woman, and it's like, and granted it's like more women, but like it's just really disheartening to see someone that you're like, oh, talk about accessibility. And now that I've taught at predominantly white studios, and that I've taught now in Baldwin Hills, bringing Pilates to black women within the community, I think it's exactly what Joseph would have wanted. And I think like even when you look at his first apprentice, Kathy, and I forgot her last name, but she was the first black ballerina who really helped refine Pilates even more with adding in ballet, so the releves, you know, how your different Pilates V, like that's literally fifth position. Like there's all these different positions, ballet, and you know, so I think it's just really up that people are so like, it's a legacy. Like it is a legacy. It's Joseph Pilates' legacy, but it has become rooted in capitalism. Oh, we can afford it. Oh, we can afford a reformer. Why are reformers so crazy expensive?
Because they don't want you to have it. I don't. Bro, okay, go on.
Why is it that you have, you know, all of these people who are like gatekeeping, and then I still don't feel comfortable going to other studios because I don't want to be looked at a certain type of way, and I don't want to feel that feeling.
Male, forget them. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show. If Pilates is something that you put a lot of time into Pilates, I think that you show people like, I'm really about that life. This is how I give it up. I know what I'm talking about. And you let your clients speak for you. Her video almost 10 minutes. I'm not sitting here for 10 minutes listening to this. I'm just going to let y'all know that now. If y'all want to hear, her name is Nia Simone 21. And I also like the fact that you offered education, because you said the ladies was like in ballet and what she added to Pilates. And I think that is amazing. When she was talking about the first black instructor, I was thinking about JFK, and I was thinking about Jackie Kennedy and her wedding dress, and a black designer that designed it, and the story that comes with that. And if y'all haven't checked that out, go check it out. But that's what came through my mind.
Even like thinking about trying to teach at other studios, I get a little bit anxiety because it's like, I don't fit the mold, so maybe I should stay where I'm at, where I feel safe. And so to hear someone that you really kind of like rocked with to be so elitist, and that's what it is, because she fits the mold, and it's like, that's whack. But I don't know, maybe like, I don't know, I think everybody's just whack. I think this world is whack. I think capitalism is whack. I think that's why everybody up. I think just like with acupuncture and traditional Chinese medicine, it was created by practitioners, and then white people get their hands on it, and it's capitalism. Yoga was created by brown folks within their own culture, then white people got a hold of it, and then it's capitalism. It's the same thing. And when you have instructors upholding it, comparing it to brands and name brands and Bottega and all these different things, you're like, okay. And granted, yeah, she put in the work and she has put in the hours and she created a brand for herself, but so have I. Like, I've put in all my 500 hours. I took that test, like, I had to retake parts of the test, like, so to have this like energy, it's just kind of, it's whack.
You gotta hate. You upset because you feel like, oh, I done put in on 500 hours. If I had the access that you had and I had the look that you had, I would not be on here saying that. You was doing good, but now it's like, bro, you kind of on that hateration change, because of the reality is this: either you gonna break the mold and do Pilates at your current weight and be who you are and say forget other people, and that's easier said than done. But at the end of the day, you gotta love yourself. You gotta know that, hey, I deserve to be here. I deserve to operate in this field. I've earned this, and I'm going to help people out. Or you could be like, you know what? I'm going to play along with the game and go ahead and drop that weight. The system is the system. Either you going to buck it and be like, hey, this is how I'm giving it up. People that look like me, yo, come to my class. Or you going to be like, you know what? Give me about 6 months. Yes, it is capitalistic. Yes, it moves away from what it was traditionally designed to do. And that's what a lot of things that are taken over by capitalism. But that is the system that we are currently living in. And yes, you can provide those classes for a diverse group of people. You just got to find out who your people are. And if that's what you want to do, go after it. Her target audience is also Philadelphia. Philly, like, be freaking for real. I don't understand why Pilates is being kept laugh out loud. It's literally a form of exercise. Isn't she brown? The only good thing that comes from her videos is all of the new Pilates instructors I've been discovering and following. I would so much rather have you as an instructor than her. Congrats on your certification. I hope you can help change the game as it stands now and support so many people through their journey just being who you are. I would choose you as an instructor. Need more black Pilates instructors. Yeah, you got people that want black instructors. You got people that want to be in black spaces. Y'all just gotta create them. She did come back and she did apologize. I want to say I'm sorry, and I know intention doesn't erase impact, but I made a mistake. My mission has always been to make Pilates free, as accessible as I can, and welcoming for everyone. And I lost the plot in the message. Thanks for holding me accountable and give me the chance to grow with you. And if you're an instructor of color, show us your community. I want to support, and I know a lot of others do too.
I said in my previous video, I start by saying classism, elitism, or anything adding to the larger conversation of like exclusion in wellness or fitness is unacceptable. Hindsight is always 2020, and I see how my words contributed to that narrative. And even though that wasn't my intention, I know that intention doesn't erase impact. But my mission has always been to share my passion for Pilates and wellness with as many people as possible, specifically women. Like, I care about women, and everyone else too, but I really care about supporting women. If I made you feel like Pilates wasn't for you, I have literally failed at my entire mission and let y'all down. Honestly, being a black instructor in this space is what motivates me to consistently perfect my craft, to make the best possible product that I can, and to try to get the Pilates word out there with as little barriers as possible.
Don't be throwing in your black card. You ain't slick. I caught you. I saw what you did. That's a black instructor. After she just finished being low-key racist, fail. But I'm gonna need you to stop, because we know that you're half black. We can tell. But you don't get to pull that get out of jail free card. You said what you said, either stand on it or clarify it. And you're backpedaling. But you ticked off your audience base. And now you got to deal with the consequences, ma'am. Your eyes are pretty, though. They really are.
However, creating accessibility is about more than content. It's also about culture, words, nuance, actions, and I missed the mark. This is definitely not a woe is me video. I have always been collaborative, open to feedback. I want to have a conversation. Like, I'm an Aries. I love to shoot. I want to be better. I want to serve my community better. And really, I just want better for this wellness space in general. And from some of the discourse that I'm seeing on here about my video, I really think that this could be the start of a positive and needle-moving conversation that hopefully can forge a new standard. I really believe we as women, as people of color, can create something better than what has existed before. And that was really the heart of my message.
No, it wasn't. Stop lying. I heard your message. That was not the heart of your message. The heart of your message is, yo, look at them thugs over there. They just letting you in with these good white folk. Oh my gosh, man. You was like, you want me to charge you what? You thought this class was gonna be $30? Nah, this $1,500 for a month and 3 classes a week.
I thank you for holding me accountable and giving me the chance to gather feedback and move forward and go even harder. Let me reintroduce myself. My name's Raven. I teach Pilates and I provide free and affordable studio quality workouts. And I create brand new workouts every single week and I put them on YouTube for free.
She getting paid for them videos. How many, hold on, let me see how many subscribers she got. I'll tell y'all in a minute. Dang. So she not getting the views that she did say her views was down. Let's see. Hold up. Alright. So
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel.
She's getting between 852 to 2.6K a month. It's probably higher than that. Average video length 18 minutes and she do 1 upload per week. She stopped doing just like 1 video a week. She probably could do it. She be getting more than what she giving. Let me see. Do she got a community? She got an app too. Hold up. On demand classes. Okay, this is where she getting it. So first 14 days free, then $39.99 per month until canceled. And then it's $479 per year until canceled. Must contact business date directly for modification. Weekly live classes, on-demand workouts, exclusive community question and answer. Yeah, this is where she getting her money at. Okay, I see you. I ain't no hater. Go ahead, get your money, Raven. Programs and challenges. 25 days in 2025. Yeah, she's selling courses too. So this one right here, $20. Hold on. I ain't gave you free promo. Goodness gracious. Me being nosy out here, telling people you're paid.
Founder of a Pilates community of women who work out from home. And it's so fun. My workouts are approachable for many levels and welcoming for everyone. And everything is free or well under $50. Before I go, I want to give a shout out to all of the Black and brown instructors that I found through this discourse. So put yourself out there in the comments. Let us know who you are. Let us know where your classes are. Let us know how we can support you and create even more community. I would love to continue this conversation, especially with other instructors of color, to keep making a change. So please make yourself known, tag yourself, and I'll see everyone else.
She got her lips done. I don't know what her lips look like before then, but I've been glancing at this. She got lip fillers and she got veneers. She giving the aesthetic that she wants. As always, remember that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Stay blessed.